What were your reasons for wanting to take Ibogaine?
Right, yeah, I've had sort of addictions in the past, mainly sort of alcohol and cocaine, and I wanted to. Well, I haven't been taking any drugs for 7 years or so, but I haven't been very happy either, and I found a lot of struggle in just everyday sort of life, and a lot of difficulty in adjusting and sort of, finding that kind of harmony and holding down good jobs, or, actually being sort of useful and feeling good about myself. So, and that's all to do with addiction. From what I can see, it's because my mind is still addicted to certain things. It's still addicted to wanting to do things in certain ways. And so, yeah, it's a kind of... I started reading about it a couple of months ago, and I thought that looks really interesting, and it looks like something that might be able to help me, just to get a bit of balance in my mind, really.
So, how did you actually find the experience? Were you frightened?
Yeah, I did find it frightening in parts. It's very intense. I thought that's the bit that I wasn't really expecting, and the fact that time didn't seem to be going anywhere. I just seemed to be in this experience and kind of trapped, but at the same time fascinated by what was going on.
How long did it last?
Well, the first 24 hours were quite intense. After that, the next 24 hours was more reflective, more sort of. It's almost like this explosion happened in my consciousness that I couldn't make head nor tail of, that just made no sense. And then on the second 24 hours, things started to make more sense, and I could see parts of my personal puzzle were becoming, the pieces were sort of starting to come together.
Did you relive a lot of your past?
Not relive. But actually, yeah, well, you could say the feelings came up. I've had a lot of feelings about sort of old relationships, old friendships, times that I messed up. It was quite sad. I remember about the first morning after taking it, the night before, feeling very sad. I went through a period of quite a long time of just being very upset about past events that sort of haven't worked out, and also sort of understanding my role in them. My particular sort of well, it's like, yeah, seeing yourself in a different perspective, because you kind of get used to seeing yourself in life as this kind of guy, or that kind of guy. Ibogaine showed me different aspects of myself that I didn't like, that I found that I thought, I'm not like that, but at the same time I had to admit that, yeah, actually I am like that,
So would you say then that that there was a reflective period of healing on past mistakes?
I think the healing's kind of happening now. I think what Ibogaine's given me is this perspective that I didn't have before, and it's given me an opportunity to go with that different perspective, and to through seeing things in a different way, understand them in a bit different way, and hopefully take action in a different way in the future. I think that's where the healing will be through my actions in the future, not through some miraculous thing that happened through the Ibogaine in that moment. It's like the Ibogaine's given me the opportunity to take different actions in the future.
So it's rather your response is different.
Yeah, I think it comes down to my responsibility as a person, and I think it does feel like certain parts of my puzzle or whatever have been healed, but I think it's I've got to continue that healing process now. You know, that's for me. I've got to keep on being on top of what my addictive part of my mind, my ego, where that wants to take me. I've got to be kind of conscious of that and on top of that, because it's and that's what the Ibogaine has kind of given me, is that different perspective on how to do that, and it's really weird. It gave me certain sort of diagrams and sounds and descriptive kind of images that I've still got in my mind now, and it's like I know that I'm going to have them for a long time to come, so that when I get to a certain situation that I could act in I've got a choice of acting in various different ways, that will click back in, that image that I have, or that feeling that I have from the Ibogaine, and I'll be able to take the right decision, hopefully. Yeah.
And would you do it again?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah?
When can we start?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I found the experience kind of intense and scary, but at the same time, yeah, I think there's more there to be explored, you know? Yeah. I think I explored a part of what's going on with me, but there's more there, you know, there's more to explore, there's more to understand. Well, that exploration of who you are, it doesn't stop, I don't think, ever. It goes on, goes on, goes on. So anything that can help you on that way, I think it's got to be good, yeah.
And can you describe the post-Ibogaine feeling?
Well, I felt kind of really like I'd just done a lot of hard work, you know, I was just exhausted. I was also a bit sort of anxious. I didn't like some of the stuff that came up, as I say. So that didn't help my my feelings. Didn't help the sort of the immediate after 48 hours. You know, I was still quite anxious and quite sort of didn't like what I saw. 5 days have gone now, and basically I feel really nice, really sort of good feeling, very relaxed. A lot of stuff has gone through my mind, and I've been in a really nice, peaceful situation, close to nature. I haven't had to do anything. I haven't had my mobile phone. I haven't had internet access, or very little, just to do essential things, and that's just what I needed, really. Just was that break, that get away from that stuff, you know, your life, your people, and so that's been a very nice feeling, and especially now, you know, on the 5th day, I've got 2 more days, so I'm hoping that yeah, by the time I get back to my life, as it were, I'll be I'll be ready for it. You know, I think you do need, I feel, that space. You know, it's been really kind of yeah, it's just been a luxury to put everything in my mind in a different sort of compartment. You know, it's a bit like sort of changing your house around or something. You know, you're just like rummaging and moving stuff and
reboot.
Reboot, reset, whatever. Yeah, no, it's. Well worth it for the experience of just being able to kick back and yeah, as I say, have that luxury of being able to move things around in the mind, and that's what Ibogaine's given me. It's given me that capacity to be able to shuffle things around in my head instead of thinking the same thoughts, the same sort of neural pathway kind of, okay, it's given me that opportunity to stop, you know, and before I go down those same neural pathways that I always tend to go down, I can, you know, stop that and then go around a different way, look at things in a different way, a different perspective. It's just had a good rummage through those crossed wires that we all have, you know, we all sort of you know, make the same mistakes, and So yeah, it's very nice to just have that a little bit of clarity.
And so, what would you say to anybody thinking about coming to take Ibogaine?
I would say, especially if you are in addiction, in active addiction, do whatever you can to try and get this sort of treatment. I think, I don't know about other treatments. I mean, myself, I never went to rehab or anything like that. I went straight into, I did a 12-step program, and that worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of the other treatments that are out there tend to, well, actually I don't know how they work, but I think Ibogaine works at a very profound subconscious level. It looks into, it gives you the access to your inner self, and gives you access to sorting your problems out for yourself. What you do after the Ibogaine experience is obviously up to you, and I think that has a huge bearing on whether you're going to be able to maintain sobriety or stay off heroin or whatever it is that your problem is, or your addiction is. But from a point of view of therapy, it's amazing, because it does tackle that subconscious mind, and it does tackle those deep issues that, for me, were really difficult to get hold of, to understand, to work with. It was like a mental block. I had lots of, always being sort of just hitting brick walls all the time, hitting brick walls, not being able to make progress, not being able to find answers, and this has just opened up those possibilities, opened up those those pathways. Those brick walls have fallen down, and now it's up to me to keep them open, and keep that kind of flow of consciousness coming through, because they can easily shut down again, I think.
Yeah.
But for anyone who's thinking of it, I'd say, whatever it takes, try and get it together and get on with it and do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Not at all.